NBA Christmas 2024 is over, and it was better than what I thought. Today I'm gonna just go over every Christmas game, and I'm gonna grade them. Then I'm gonna do biggest winners and losers, and then I'm gonna do my all Christmas 24 team. Um, First we gonna have to start it off with San Antonio versus the Knicks. Spurs versus Knicks. I ain't gonna lie, just the way the season was going, I thought this would be the best game of the day, and it was the best game of the day. Like it was easily the best game of the day. I know a lot of people would go say Warriors versus Lakers, and that was a great game, but it was just something about the Spurs versus Knicks team. It was something about it just made it seem fresh. It was fresh. It was fun, action packed, start to finish. We had explosive scoring games. We had just big shot after big shot. This game was just amazing. Let me start with the Knicks side of things. Say, man, got to give Mikal Bridges his flowers. I thought Mikal Bridges was an absolute bust of a trade when it came to the Knicks. I thought they gave up too much to get him. I thought he was underperforming up until now, and he absolutely answers the call, bro. And I say that because 41 points. He had 41 points. He didn't really have too much any other stats. Like he only had 4 assists and a rebound. But I felt like of the 41 points, every single point was important and needed. Mikal Bridges just made shot after shot, mid range after mid range, three after three. I just felt like he was amazing. He only took one free throw. So he literally got all of those 40 points out the mud. So shout out Mikal Bridges. I thought he was amazing. I thought OG absolutely stole company time today. OG was just non-existent. I didn't like the fact that Tibbs didn't play OG and put him on Victor Wembanyama. I actually wanted to see that, but yeah, hey, it happens sometimes. I thought Cat had a great third quarter. I thought Cat he had his moments, but that third quarter specifically, he had a great third quarter. Jalen Brunson struggled from the field, but I thought he did everything else. Like he was distributing the ball, he was rebounding. So I like that. Now on the bench, I, Precious Achua was rebounding. Deuce McBride I just thought he took too many shots. I thought he took too many shots. But this was a great win for New York, and I thought they played great. But I did think they allowed the Spurs to score too much. Now let's go to the Spurs side of things. I thought Jeremy Sohan was absolutely. I thought he was absolutely amazing. Like he actually hit all his threes. He was cutting. He was finishing lobs. I thought Jeremy Sohan had played great. Victor Wembanyama, hey, when you can hit 38% of your threes and you shot 16 of them, I have to applaud that, but it's just something about just him taking 16 threes. I don't know. I don't think I ever like it. But then it's like hard. It's hard to criticize the guy who had 42 and 18. And then he also managed to get 4 assists. Victor Wembanyama, he started off kind of like a deer in headlights. He did not look good at the beginning of the game. And then as the game went on, he started to look good. He kind of wanked a little bit in that fourth quarter, but that's to be expected. I thought Devin Vassell absolutely sold this game. I was expecting Devin Vassell to have a way better game than he had. I just was expecting more. I felt like he got outplayed by Champagny, and Champagny was pretty mid. But Devin Vassell was only 4 for 11 from the field, 1 for 4 from three. I just thought he could have been better. I thought Stephen Castle wasn't that great, but he had a couple moments. Keldon Johnson was non-existent. He only took 2 shots, 18 minutes. All in all, it kind of felt like it was just Wimby and Sohan. Chris Paul had his moments, great floor general, but Devin Vassell, I thought Devin Vassell absolutely sold the game. But all in all, if I was grading this game, I'm giving it a solid A. This was an A game, bro. You had the stars with Victor Wembanyama, Cat. I thought that was a great positional matchup. Both guys showed up. Victor Wembanyama more than Cat, but Cat had that third quarter. And then I thought Mikal Bridges just played like a superstar. He had a superstar 41. So anytime you get two guys go over 40, A+ game came down to the last minute, last shot type situation. So um, San Antonio versus New York, I give it a solid A. Now, the most underwhelming game of the day, outside the very last game, Minnesota versus Dallas. Minnesota pretty much controls this game throughout. Luca went down early. Luka went down early. He only had 16 minutes, but he had 14 points. He kind of felt like he was going to have one of those type of games, but he went down early. I thought Kyrie was pretty good. It's hard to say he was pretty good. He had 39 points on 14 to 27, but I don't know, man. The 3-point shot, it wasn't falling as efficiently as you would want from Kyrie Irving, but all in all, he played very good. Clay Thompson, he hit his threes. He hit 40% from his three. It was it's really nothing to say about this game. I thought Julius Randle coming back home and playing in Dallas. I thought Julius Randle played pretty good. I thought he had 23, 10, and 8. I thought Julius Randle was good. Anthony Edwards absolutely set the tone. I will say that. Anthony Edwards absolutely set the tone. I think he hit two threes in that first quarter. Then he got that layup. I thought he absolutely set the tone. It was really not much to say about this game. Minnesota pretty much had it in hand the whole game. Mavericks tried to storm back in the second half, erasing that 28-point deficit. I think they got it all the way down to 9. They ended up losing by 6. But this was a D game. This was a D game. I'm just gonna keep it up. If I had to grade this game, it was a D. Moving on. 76ers Celtics. This game right here was another game kind of marred by injury because it was no Drew Holiday for the Celtics. It was no Porzingis in that second half. He went down after playing 13 minutes. Say, man, I thought Jason Tatum looked real good. I thought Jason Tatum looked real good. I thought he kind of had some suspect moments in that second half, but Jalen Brown looked bad in the first half. He started to pick it up in that second half. Um, if I had to just think about why the Celtics lost, you could say it was a slow start from Jalen Brown, but then you also have to look at Peyton Pritchard. Peyton Pritchard is probably the front runner for six man of the year. He went 0 for 8 from three, man. He just looked he was bad. Peyton Pritchard was bad. I know he had 5 assists and 3 rebounds, but 0 for 8 from three from a guy that they need him to score. As much as we say Boston has the duo, but when there was no Drew Holiday, the Boston Celtics needed Peyton Pritchard to show up. He didn't. Derek White had a good game, but this game was about Tyrese Maxey and Joel Embiid. They combined for 60. They combined for 60. So Maxey had 33, and B had 27. Both were efficient. They dominated, bro. Let's just keep it a buck. Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey as a duo, they dominated. They were 7 for 14 from three. Maxey had 33, 12, and 4. And B had 27 and 9. They just was efficient. Paul George was terrible. Paul George was terrible. I don't know what it is. Paul George he, I don't know. He's not an upgrade from Tobias Harris. Yeah, there I said it. Outside the games that Paul George played against the Hornets, Paul George has not been an upgrade over Tobias Harris. Let's just keep it a buck, y'all. Let's just keep it a buck. I think Yabusele is one of the most underrated bench players, and I also think Kyle Lowry is just a steady hand at backup point guard off the bench. So I thought the bench minutes were very crucial for the 76ers because they had 19 bench points. They really missed Jared McCain. I'm gonna say that, but they had 19 bench points. In Boston, I think Boston had like 12. So that was a big difference. 19 to 12 bench points. And Philly pretty much had control of the game. Like I said, Boston and Jalen Brown tried to surge late. But if I had to grade this game, C plus B. Probably I'll give it a B just because Maxi and B and the duo they combined for 60. It looked very good as a duo. Once again, Maxi is just energy personified. I love Tyrese Maxi, and I'll give this a solid B. Um, Lakers Warriors. Lakers Warriors. What can I say, man? Stephen Curry and LeBron James put on an absolute show. Anthony Davis went out at 7 minute mark after playing 7 minutes. So I thought Rui stepped up. Austin Reeves stepped up. He had a triple double. He wasn't the most efficient from the field, but he just made play after play, and it felt like he affected every facet of the game. There wasn't just no stat triple double. He affected every aspect of the game. LeBron James was absolutely amazing for being a 40-year-old man. Let's just call it a buck. Let's just keep it a buck. LeBron was amazing, 31 and 10, of course. Um, Austin Reeves, like I said, the game winning layup. It just it really was those three guys. It was LeBron, Austin Reeves, and Rui. Like that's just that's just hey. Shout out Cam Reddish. That reverse layup was absolutely nice. So I did like that layup that Cam Reddish did. Now Golden State Warriors side of things. Let's just call it. I just can't stop thinking about Jonathan Kaminga and how much I don't like his fit on the Warriors, bro. Literally, Jonathan Kaminga and Brandon Podziemski. For those two guys, the Warriors could have had Laurie Marketing, and it's just every time I see the Warriors play, I think of that. Jonathan Kaminga was 4 from 10 from the field, over 4 from 3. Of course, no assists, 14.6 rebounds, no assists. I just don't feel like he fits that system. I don't. I just don't. I don't like that Dennis Schroeder starts with Stephen Curry. It's just something I just don't like. Um, Buddy Hield couldn't hit no threes. Nobody really could hit threes outside of Curry and Schroeder. Wiggins hit some threes. Nah, Wiggins hit some threes, but Wiggins also Wiggins Wiggins was solid. Wiggins was solid. Wiggins was solid. I ain't gonna do Wiggins like that. He was solid. He was definitely the Warriors' second best overall player. Uh, but this was Stephen Curry. Stephen Curry tried to backpack him. He hit those two threes in the late in the game, and he just was spoiled by Austin Reeves. But I thought this was an A game, but both teams are kind of mid. But you got LeBron, you got Curry. This was an A game. Now, Nuggets Suns was damn near absolutely unwatchable after the 3 minutes, 4 minutes into that third quarter. The first half was pretty good because you had Durant and Jokic going back and forth. But I'm sorry. Like that fourth quarter was unwatchable. This probably was the second worst game of the night. No, it's tied. This game and the Mavericks game was bad. These games were bad. These games was bad. Jamal Murray, Christian Brown, like just need more from him. The Julian Strawther minutes was terrible. Aaron Gordon went down for an injury. What's up with the power forward slash centers going out with injuries? You had Aaron Gordon, Anthony Davis, Porzingis, and then Luca. Luca's a guard, but y'all get what I'm saying. Just it was some injuries today that just was. I thought Kevin Durant on the Phoenix side, he got him up. Bradley Beal was better than him tonight. He just was. Tyus Jones had a great game. I feel like Ryan Dunn affects the game in so many ways. I like Ryan Dunn. Um Akogi, Royce O'Neal, Monty Morris. They did enough off the bench. The Nuggets bench, Russell Westbrook, he was pretty good today. He was pretty good today. He was pretty good today. I was finna, no, I'm not gonna do it, but this game was. I couldn't stay. I couldn't keep it. It couldn't keep my attention after like 3 or 4 minutes into that third quarter. The first half was pretty good though, but this was another C minus game. This was a C minus. Yeah, C minus game. Now, winners and losers. Winners, of course, I'm gonna start with Mikal Bridges. He was the biggest winner of the day because people was waiting on Mikal Bridges to just have a moment. This was his moment. Christmas Day in the Garden in a win against Wemby in his debut on Christmas. I thought Mikal Bridges was probably the biggest winner. Another winner, Julius Randle. Win in his he was back in his Metroplex in DF Dub. I'm from DF Dub. Love Julius Randle. He had damn near a triple double. They got them a win after it felt like the Timberwolves were spiraling. It's a good win. I know it's no Luka Doncic, but I thought Julius Randle looked good. Julius Randle looked good. Another winner, Tyrese Maxey. Tyrese Maxey looks like he can clearly be the guy. Clearly be the guy. And then winner, LeBron James, Steph Curry, because just when you just want to push them out, they show you why they shouldn't be pushed out. They're just must watch TV. They're still must watch TV. Must watch TV. So those were my winners. Mikal Bridge. Oh, and honorable mention Victor Wembanyama. Of course he lost, but he was a winner. He lived up to the hype. People thought, I'm pretty sure people was going to say this was good enough for them, especially if this was probably the first game and they tuned into, because a lot of people don't tune in until Christmas into the NBA. So if this was somebody's first time watching Victor Wembanyama this year, they gonna think he's probably the greatest thing since sliced bread. But those are my winners. The losers were injuries. Just like I said, AD, Luka, Porzingis, Aaron Gordon. Just we just got some big injuries today. But yeah, man. Oh, let me do my all Christmas starting five. At point guard, I have who's the best point guard? Tyrese Maxey. Tyrese Maxey. Shooting guard, Austin Reeves. He had the 26-point triple double. Small forward, of course, Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges. Power forward, LeBron James. And my center is Joel Embiid. Honorable mentions, Victor Wembanyama, Julius Randle. Who's some more honorable mentions? Steph Curry, of course. And Jason Tatum. Yeah, yeah. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about NBA Christmas. I thought it was solid. I kind of feel a way that Oklahoma City and Shea wasn't in it. I kind of feel a way that Giannis, Dame, and the Bucks wasn't in it. But the teams that I wanted to replace were the Suns. They got to win. And the 76ers. They got to win. Even if I would want to replace the Timberwolves, they got to win. But I I didn't feel right not seeing SGA, not seeing Giannis and Dame. But this is your boy didn't know I was Bob. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how y'all feel about NBA Christmas in the comments. I'm out.
Found some shit I love to do, so I can look comfortable. Searching for a peace of mind, need that when it's time to rhyme. Perfect in every line, any chance I get, and I know it takes time, but I would never quit.